Hi YouTube. On today's episode of Keeping with Damani, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit more personal, a little bit more that's like emotional. I would say I'm going to be talking about my coming out story, and I'm going to be talking about before I came out, when I came out, and after I came out. So because it's a process, and everyone handles it differently, and it takes everyone different amounts of time to handle it. So I'm just gonna say my experiences of coming out to my friends and my family and just being able to just be free and be able to be myself. So this is the intro, and yeah, let's continue to watch this video. Don't forget to follow my other social medias. On Instagram is Keeping Up with Damani, and on Snapchat it is Damani_Damani. Yes, that is my name twice with an underscore in the middle. Okay, so for anyone that didn't know, I am bisexual. I've been bisexual since maybe like 8th grade, but I didn't really come out till last year, which is when I was in 11th grade. So before I came out, I always knew from a young age that I was different than other boys, because I was never really into like the things that other boys did. I was never really into football. I wasn't really into soccer. I never really was into like being like rough and stuff. I was always into like shopping, listening to music, like watching like musicals like Rent and Hairspray and Dreamgirls. Like I knew that from a very young age that I wasn't like other boys, but I didn't know like what I was. Like I didn't know what was happening because I was so young. Like I would honestly say at the age of like maybe 8 or like 9 that I knew that I was different, but I just like played it off like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I just don't want to do those things. Like I always loved shopping. I always loved like musicals and stuff. So that was basically before. And then like I always knew like people would always like ask if I was gay or not, but I would never know what to say. So I'd be like, yeah, like I'm straight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm only straight. But this is before like I knew, and I had researched what it was like boys into like girls, like, and I was always knew that I always thought that it was like a big crime that you're an abomination against God and stuff like that. So once I was able to become free, it just felt amazing. So I actually didn't come out until last year when I was in 10th grade. I made a big mistake in last video. And for a while I've always wanted to come out, but I didn't know what to do. So first what I did is that I told my friends, like my really, really close friends, and I was just explaining to them like, listen, I'm bisexual. I can understand if you don't like, if you're not comfortable with it, but at least respect me and at least understand where I'm coming from. And then like in 8th grade, that's when I really knew that I was bisexual, because that's when I was first with a boy and first like got to know a boy and did anything with a boy. So from 8th grade I knew, but I wasn't comfortable talking about it till like maybe freshman year, sophomore year. And I felt as if like I wanted to be comfortable enough with myself and my sexuality to be like, listen mom, or listen dad, this is who I am and I can't change who I am. So it took me up until right before my 17th birthday, because I felt like I can't live a lie anymore. Like I have to be who I am and I can't like lie. So before telling my mom and my dad, I actually told my aunts. Well, I told one aunt, and then they told each other. So the one aunt, she was very supportive of me being bisexual. She didn't really have an issue with it. And all my aunts were the same way. They basically said that they loved me either way, and they just loved who I am, and they would like nothing was ever gonna change because I would always be their nephew, and they would always love me. So that's why I love them, and I love that they were so honest with me. When I told my mom, it was never anything like a big change. It was just that I told her what I was. She said, "You're perfectly fine. You're not going anywhere. You're always gonna be my son. I'm always gonna love you." And yeah, and I just felt like coming out to your like whenever it comes to coming out, the actual process, always come out to someone that you're comfortable with. Never feel like you can't come out to somebody, because you always have a friend, a parent, or a guardian that you can talk to, even if it's a random person. Just tell them, express how you feel. Like even for my friends, like when I first told them, they were like, are you sure?" And I was just like, yeah, like I like boys and girls. Like I have an attraction to boys and girls, and I can't change who I am. And that's what I love. That's when I officially came out, I felt so good about myself. I felt so happy. I felt like there was a weight lifted off my back. So after I came out to my friends and my family, I just felt like there was a big weight lifted off my back. I can finally be myself, and I can just do as I please. And I just felt more comfortable with myself. Like once I came out and I wasn't hiding anything, I was able to be open with the world. And I just feel like once you get open about who you are and you don't have to hide anymore, you feel like the best person ever. And even if, like, even now people still be like, oh, like, he's gay or whatever. No, 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 no. I'm bisexual, and you have to understand that everyone isn't going to always respect what you are, and everyone isn't always going to understand. So it takes, give people time. Or if they're just, or maybe when people might not know what that is, inform them. Show them websites where they talk about bisexual people, or just explain to them what it is. Because I know for a lot of people, they're like, if when they don't understand something, they automatically disregard it, and they automatically think that, oh, it's wrong. But no, sometimes people just have to be informed about what's going on, and then they will understand. And I actually got to have one of the best experiences ever, because I finally went to New York City Pride last year as an openly bisexual man, and I had the best time of my life. Because I was able to go there with my best friend and another friend of mine that going to New York City Pride as an open bisexual man it was so exhilarating. Like, I had so much fun. I think that was the pivotal moment when I was like, I can do this. I feel good. Like, I felt being on people that are there for the same reason, that love each other so much. It was honestly a blast. And I would kill to go again, and I definitely want to go again when the time comes. So, with the coming out process, it is very difficult for some people. Everyone isn't always going to be like, everyone isn't just going to come out. Everyone isn't going to be as open as they are to it as the other person is. For me personally, I wanted it to be at the right time, and I didn't want someone to push me out the closet, because I know that there are some instances where people do get pushed out the closet and then they don't have the actual right to tell them themselves. So I wanted to tell my parents and my friends myself before someone else did, because I feel like that, even though like I've joked about like outing certain people, but I would never go to that extent, because I feel like that's very disrespectful, because you don't want to make that person's life be uneasy because you wanted to out them and you wanted to just do it just to be smart. So coming out, even if you come out to one person, at least knowing that one person knows and they still care about you, it's a good feeling. And everyone's parents and friends aren't gonna be as accepting as mine were. Thank God that I had accepting friends that loved me and loved me for who I am and didn't care. And also, when it comes to religious people that are like, oh, you're abomination against God, da 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 da. Understand this, that God put us on this earth for a reason, and God loves you for you. God wouldn't have created you if He didn't love you for you and didn't want you to be successful. So don't ever feel like you're an abomination if you're in the culture, not in the culture. God loves you for you. Love is love. That's the thing. Like, that's for me. Like, love is love. Like, you love who you love, and you can't control what emotions you get for certain people. You just can't. You can't help what your heart feels and what your gut feels. You just have to be yourself, and you can love who you want to love. And that's all I have to say about that. And it's a topic that before I was very afraid to talk about, but now that I'm open and now that I love myself, I'm open to talk about it. Before I would be like, oh man, I don't want to talk about it. Like, there was just a hush hush. Now I'm proud to say that I'm a openly bisexual male, well, teenager. I will be 18 soon, so I'll soon I'll be a man. But I am open to talk about it without any remorse, any regard. And everyone doesn't have this confidence that I do, and I'm thankful that I do have this, because I feel like I can help people with their own coming out processes, and it feels good that I'm almost like a role model to some people. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't normally do emotional videos like this, so yeah. But don't forget to follow me on my other social medias at Keeping Up with Damani on Instagram and Damani_Damani on Snapchat. And see you guys next time.